Hi guys, are you ready for another experiment? Today we're going to do a water cycle experiment. Very similar to the one we did with the Ziploc baggie in the window. But it's going to show you the process of the water cycle. Now let's review. What is the process of the water cycle? The sun comes out, it heats up the water that already exists, lakes, oceans, rivers, and streams. When it gets warm enough, that water starts to evaporate and goes up into the clouds, where it's collected in the clouds. Once the clouds can't hold any more water, they release that water back down to the earth in the form of precipitation. It falls back down to the ground and either collects back into lakes and rivers as storage, or it goes into the ground as groundwater. But it goes somewhere, right? And then the process starts all over again. The next day the sun comes out, heats up the water, water evaporates, goes into the clouds. When the clouds can't hold anymore, releases the water back down to the earth in the form of precipitation, where it's either collected back into the rivers and lakes or goes down into the ground. So today's experiment, we have a plastic water bottle that I cut, and we're going to flip it around and put the drinking part inside the bottom. I have a container, a measuring cup full of really, really warm water that I've put a few drops of blue food coloring into. And I have a bowl of ice cubes. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to fill up the bottom half of our water bottle. I'll just hold it up so I can show you. With this blue warm water. Okay. Then I'm going to take this part of the water bottle and put it drinking side down into the blue water. Okay, make sure we have enough in there. Here we go. So now this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to take my ice cubes and I'm going to fill up this part of the bottle with ice cubes. And I want you to tell me what you notice. Almost instantly, condensation begins to form inside the bottle. See how it's getting really foggy in there? And actually, if I take this out and swipe the inside, you can almost see the condensation. You see where my finger line is? The inside begins to collect with condensation almost immediately. And that condensation goes up, 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 and floats and starts to collect around the sides of the bottle. After a few minutes, you'll notice that once the sides of the bottle can't hold any more water, they start to drip back down the sides of the bottle. All right? Just like a cloud would release the water and drip back down to the ground. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up close so you can see. There's a lot of condensation in there. And after a few moments, if you continue to watch, you will see that the water is going to start dripping back down into the water source, just like it would if it was falling from a cloud back into the ocean. And why does this work? Well, the ice cubes cool that water as it gets up out of the bottle. As it evaporates, the ice cubes cool it, forming the condensation. Just like if the water that was in the ocean got heated and evaporated, it would be cooled up in the sky and then come back down. So I'm going to take this out one more time so you can see it. And I'm going to do this so you can see that condensation in there. There it is. You are welcome to try this experiment at home. If you do, please take a picture and send it to me. I'd love to see what you guys do at home. I hope this gave you a clearer picture of what happens with condensation and the water cycle. If you have any questions, please give me a remind message or an email and I'd be happy to answer them. Have a great day, you guys. I'll see you again soon.